Welcome to this Oaklands College Music Technology tutorial. For Unit 19, your assignment is to create the sound design effects and orchestrate a score for a clip of Star Wars Episode 3, the battle between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker, and also the battle which runs simultaneously between Darth Sidious and Yoda himself. Now, there's two tasks here. First of all, you should create the sound effects and the sound design in a separate file. I'll explain why in a second, to your orchestration. Now, if you start with the lightsabers sound effects and then add overdubs in the same file, you can then bounce that and import that into your separate arrangement for a score. Now, this is what I've done so far with the lightsabers. Okay, so in order to do that, I've, as you can see, imported some samples into the XS24. Now, you will have been given a bank of lightsaber samples. If you want to load them into the XS24, then you can treat them as MIDI as samples. So if you then go and create on a software instrument an XS24 plugin and go to the edit screen, you then want to go to the zone drop down and load multiple zones. Okay, you can then choose your lightsaber sound bank from the folder that you have here, and I'm just going to go add all. Okay, I'm going to choose one and add all of them. Okay, and that's going to load them all up into my sampler. What I'm going to do here is start it at C1. Yeah, that's fine, but the zone width I'm going to move it up to 3 or to 4, so that when, as you can see, when I load that up, that one can't be loaded for some reason. The rest of them will. Now you can see that some of them, now that will be at pitch, and it will be, so now you've transformed one sample into 4 different pitches, so you can have it quicker and as it plays faster and slower and so on. So that is then loaded into your sample bank, and that can be then used as a sample. You can save that. If you go to File, Save As, and you can call it something. Instrument Save As, rather. You can then call that Sounds Saber 2 or something. Press Save. Okay, and then that will load up in your XS24 here. You can then apply any additional filtering effects from here as well, another benefit. Okay, so then the task is to sync up the sounds. Now you've got various different sounds here. We've got full battle there. Now I've loaded up all sorts of different ones. I'm going to try and use this instrument actually, which is a bit better. There's some new banks of sounds that I've got for you. Now you've got all sorts of strikes, and then you've got motion swings as well. So as they're swinging, you can scroll through and find where they're actually just swinging. Yeah, let's find a decent area. Right, as we look through here, they're just swinging. So if I get this model here, open it up, then I can go straight into here and put some of those swinging effects in here. There you can hear just a swing. Okay, and you can sync that up then. If you hold Control, you can then be really good with just very precise, and it allows it to flick between each frame as it happens. So then now that should play, needs to be on C1. Okay. So that should now just swing. Yeah. Now you can layer these up, lots of them, at different pitches, and it will create some sort of, yeah, you can begin to get all those swings in there. And then you can find the strikes. if you create another, find a strike there, you can then scroll along using control. You can see there's a light effect, so we can actually sync up that hit precisely right there and drop it. Yeah, and then that's actually hit it on the head. So when you've done that and you've gone through all of your sounds, you would have altered some of the velocity here. I've just kept one velocity, but you can actually alter your velocities to make different louds and softs, get different dynamics in there. You might then automate some of the panning as the fader comes from left to right. You might have, as you've got two here, you might have Anakin on your left and Obi-Wan on your right, and different sound effects for them. This should then be panned, and then you can bounce it, and then you can begin your orchestral score. For now, that's it. Thank you. Bye.